Happy 4th of July, Snohomish County. My name is Adam Fortney, and I am running for Snohomish County Sheriff. I have a heartfelt message for you today that goes directly to the core of why I'm running for sheriff. This is my message for you. Snohomish County is not Seattle yet. What do I mean by this? Snohomish County has some of the same policies in place as the failed policies in Seattle. These policies that are in place today are pushing us closer and closer to the likes of Seattle. Everyone with an ounce of common sense can see whatever they are doing in Seattle is not working, and we don't want it in our county. We are better than that. Let me stop. Give me just a second and give you an illustration of what I am talking about. I'm going to share with you a short video clip from Eric Johnson at Como 4 News in a follow-up to his documentary, Seattle is Dying.
Pristine. Look at this. Under this overpass on the 405, on one side there is nothing. On the other side, a line of tents and garbage. That's because one side is in Culver City. Culver City doesn't allow them. The other side is in Los Angeles. Los Angeles does.
What you just saw in this short video clip is two distinct jurisdictional sides under a freeway overpass. The Culver City side is neat and clean, and the Los Angeles side is littered with homeless tents and filth. The only difference is an imaginary jurisdictional line with Culver City on one side that has clear rules and limits and chooses to enforce those rules, compared to the jurisdiction of Los Angeles that has no rules or laws, and therefore no enforcement action is being taken. I want the jurisdictional line passing from King County or Seattle to Snohomish County to be as bright and clear as the line between Culver City and Los Angeles. If we continue following this administration's policies, we will be the picture of Los Angeles or Seattle. We may not be like Seattle or Los Angeles yet, but let me tell you where we are at. Why are we similar to those jurisdictions? Snohomish County does not charge for felony level drug possession under 2 grams. Now, compare that to Seattle. They have a 1 gram or under policy, so we are actually more lenient in our county than Seattle is in this area. Yep, you heard that right. You can possess 2 grams or less of methamphetamine, cocaine, or even heroin in our own county, and you won't be charged. Now, I am all for creative solutions to those in need, but a blanket policy of not charging for felony drug possession, it's absurd. There is a complete lack of accountability for the criminal element, much like they have in Seattle. One of the reasons for the lack of accountability are the jail restrictions put in place by the other candidate over 5 years ago. Deputies and officers all over Snohomish County have great difficulty booking misdemeanor suspects, warrants, or new crimes into the Snohomish County Jail. Simply refusing misdemeanor suspects at our jail is not how our justice system is set up to work. Let me provide you 2 really quick examples. These examples will illustrate the disproportionate justice system that has been set up by these jail restrictions. In one case, a patrol crew is dispatched to a citizen who sees a suspect breaking into his neighbor's car. The citizen chooses to run down this suspect and hold him until the deputies arrive. The stolen property is recovered for the victim, and the suspect is arrested. The deputies do a thorough investigation, which takes time and resources, and then drives the suspect to the jail. The suspect is refused at the jail because there is heroin in his system. The deputy had to drive that suspect back to the same area where he had just been picked up. All of this because of the restrictions that are in place at the Snohomish County Jail. Now let me contrast that with a different case. 25-year Boeing worker decides to go out with friends at the end of his work week. He has a few drinks, decides to drive home. He's stopped on I-5 by a trooper who ends up arresting him for DUI. This trooper will have no problem booking this suspect into the Snohomish County Jail simply because he is not high on heroin. Now, I want to be really clear about something here. I am okay with accountability on both of those cases. But that is not how the justice system currently works in our county. The suspect who is addicted to heroin and chooses to live a life of crime to support his habit is not held accountable, yet the citizen who made a bad choice sits in jail. When it's all said and done and the suspect is refused to the jail, the sheriff's office policy is to drive them right back where we got them. Yep, you heard that correctly. Sheriff's deputies are under orders to drive the criminal back to where they just committed their crime and release them. How many of them reoffend? How many of them victimize other community members? I don't think the sheriff's office is keeping track of this number. This is an absurd policy and defies all common sense. You may hear that crime is down, but I want you to take a look around Snohomish County. Look at all the social media groups, the Facebook groups that are reporting crimes every day in our community. How many businesses or citizens have stopped calling 911 because they have been told that law enforcement can't do anything about it? I see this every day all over our county. This is the truth about where our policies are at in Snohomish County. You will notice that every item I mentioned above is policy driven. The good news about policies is they can be changed by leaders who are courageous and willing to put the community first. With your help, when I am elected, I will completely change the approach to public safety in Snohomish County. I will get us back to basics and common sense policing. I truly believe this is what the community expects from their law enforcement. This is not about politics. This is about public safety. I am sure that all of you are as sick of politics and polarization as I am. I am not a politician. I am not about politics. I want real change for our county. I want to support our law enforcement personnel who do the job, and I want to bring back an approach to public safety that focuses on crime fighting and keeping our community safe. I want to provide compassion to those who are ready and real working solutions that are tried and true. Join me in this effort to reprioritize public safety in our county. This is our county, and we need to take it back. Thank you.